Hello everyone, I am Deepak Unyal and I welcome you to this new series of tutorials on Python for beginners. So in previous lecture we discussed about motivation behind learning Python, and now I am going to talk about downloading of Python and installation of Python, right? So what you have to do, you have to just go to Google and search for Python programming, or you can also search download Python. So the first link that opens is of official link of Python. You can go to the link. I will make it bigger. So here you can see it says download Python 3.8.5, and this is version for Mac OS. So it is automatically detecting the operating system. You can go to the download and find out for your version. So if you are on Windows, you can go to the Windows and then download this 3.8.5 version for Windows also. So this is about downloading Python, and in that way you will be able to download it on your Windows system. So it's easy to install Python in Windows. What you have to do, when you have downloaded software, you have to just double click over it and follow the procedure, right? So it's very easy on that. So other than that, what you can do, you can install the Anaconda in your system. I will just show you the Anaconda. Here is the Anaconda in my system, right? And there are multiple software that I can use for running Python. So one of them is Notebook and another is Spider. If you look at the Spider, so here you can see this is Spider, and how you have to use it. This is editor for you. You can print hello world like this. You have to just copy this thing and press shift and enter, and you will see output on the right side, right? If you have statement or small statements like this hello world, you can directly write here and enter, and you will see the output. So this is the way of using Spider, right? I am closing this now because I will not be using this Spider editor for this series of tutorials. Maybe you can use it if required in future, but as of now I will use Notebook. So let's go there and see how it works. Here you can see it opens a window in your browser, and here you can see I have a folder Python programming. So you can create a new file here. I am clicking on new and Python 3. It opens a new file. I can write introduction to Python here. Go to the previous window and you can see introduction to Python .ipynb. So this is some new extension which you might not have heard before if you haven't used this Jupyter Notebook. But you have to use Jupyter Notebook for opening these kind of files. So this is very easy and very intuitive. What you have to do, like you want to print hello world, you have to write hello world here and then press shift enter. So this is the way of running program in Jupyter Notebook. There are some other ways also. I will show you the terminal now. Here I will show you the terminal and the way Python can be run in terminal. So what you have to do, just move to desktop, YouTube lectures, and then Python programming. Here we have ipynb file. So here I can create another file. Let us use nano for creating a Python programming file, hello.py. Normal Python script that we create are created with the extension .py. So here it opens, and what you have to do, you have to just type print hello world and nothing else. There will be no main function here, there will be no semicolon. This is only thing required here. Now if you want to run this file, you have to use Python and hello.py, and here is the output. All right, there is one more thing. If you are able to understand this, I'm clearing this thing out. You have to just write Python, or you can first check Python version in your system. You have to use Python version, and it is saying that it is 3.6.9, and the one I was looking at website was 3.8 point something. And then if you want to make it interactive or run it in interactive environment, you have to use Python 3. And now there is a cell for you. Here you can write the statements again, and you get output directly, right? You don't need to create a script for these kind of statements. You can also write like this: 2 plus 3 5 and so on. You can create two variables, a equal to 2, b equal to 3, then a plus b equal to 5, right? So this is also easy. If you want to run a small statement, you can use this. Otherwise you can create Python script, whatever we have shown you till now, that we are creating python dot hello dot py. That is also good. So there are multiple options available, right? So whatever I am doing here in this Mac terminal, you can also do this thing in terminal of Linux, or you can also do same thing in git bash of the Windows. But if you don't want to install or work in Windows or maybe terminal of any of these, you can always install Python, and then you will get some IDs there. You can work on them and everything will be same, right? So I think this introduction part and downloading and installation part is enough for this lecture. If you have any doubt or query regarding this, you can always write in the comments and I will surely respond back. So see you in the next video. Till then, thank you so much.